Hi everybody. So we're going to begin our lovely session this afternoon by just finding that nice comfortable seat. Take a few moments to relax, close your eyes and simply arrive. So with your eyes closed, the true gift of life is finding meaning in connection in everything that we do. So as it's coming up to Christmas time, Christmas holds that lovely special energy. It's a time when our hearts are open, kindness flows, and we're reminded of the magic of giving and receiving and togetherness at this time of the year. But this special energy can be felt anytime really in our lives. When we embrace the spirit of this lovely season and open our hearts to something greater than ourselves, we invite in that warmth of love, the light of hope, and the joy that makes life so meaningful. So let's begin today by placing our hands onto our thighs, palms facing up, and we bring our thumbs and first fingers to touch. We're just going to do 3 lovely ums to begin with, but first let's breathe in through our nose and exhale completely through our mouth. Let's do that twice more. So our lovely breath work that we're going to do today is known as the manifestation breath work. So how we do it is really quite simple. Oh, we're going to do our 3 ums first. Let's do our 3 ums first. So let's inhale. Lovely. That's going to help give those lungs a little quick workout as well today. So as I said, our breath work is known as the manifestation breath work. So this time your palms are going to be on the knees. So this is our lovely starting position, and then we sweep the hands up towards the hips and you lift your chin towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, you're sweeping the hands down the legs to the knees and you're tucking your chin to your chest and rounding the spine. So breathing in, sweep the hands back towards the hips, lift the chin towards the ceiling. So it's like a little gentle back bend. And on the exhale, you're sweeping the hands forward over the knees, rounding the spine and tucking the chin to the chest. Have we got it? So you're breathing in, lifting and opening, gentle back bend, shoulder blades together, and then breathing out, sweeping the hands forward over the knees and tucking the chin to the chest. Let's do that now. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's continue now for a few rounds. Breathing in and then breathing out. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Well done. So we're going to just stay in seated for a moment. Now, as I said, I always like to have the dumbbells handy. So I like to have them beside me. You don't need dumbbells. I use, as I said, the 1 kg dumbbells, 2 bottles of water, 2 tins of beans, whatever you can get your hands on. It's good. But we're going to do before we use these, we're going to do a lovely little asana, little practice first. I'm actually going to just turn to the side so that you're going to be able to see it. So the feet are planted on the ground. I have my fingers pointing off my mat. So then I'm rolling my shoulders back and lifting the heart from the inside. So in my yoga practice, I always concentrate on allowing our heart to shine all of the time. So you can just gently come back until your feet, so you're stretching out the legs, and you can make sure you're nice and comfortable. Toes are pointed up. So we'll begin by inhale, pointing the toes towards your head, and then exhale, you're pointing the toes forward away from you. Inhale, flex through towards your head, and exhale, point. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's do 2 more. In and out. 1 more. And out, and then just do nice little circles with the ankles one way, and then go in the opposite way, which is lovely. Then you're going to plant the feet onto the ground. So I like to plant mine nice and solid. And then if it's available to you, you're going to take your right foot and you're going to place it over your left thigh. So it's up here in this figure 4 shape. So the knee now, the 2 knees are going to be in line with each other. The left foot is planted. And what we're going to do is we're going to push up onto the arms, lift the bum off the floor, and you're bringing your bum towards that left heel. So this is your inhale. And on the exhale, you're coming back, planting the bum in between the hands. And now the toes are flexed up. So inhale, plant the foot, bum comes towards the heel. Exhale, nice and gently, you're flexing the foot and you're back into a seat. So you're breathing in, you're rolling forward, and then you're breathing out and relaxing. Breathe in, so the bum comes up, you're bringing it towards that left heel, and then you're exhaling, straightening that leg out. So will we do 2 more? Breathe in and breathing out. Breathing in, last one. It takes a little bit of strength on the arm muscles and a bit of flexibility in the knee and the hip as well. So now we're going to go onto the other side. So again, hands are pointing off the mat. I'll move my bowl here a moment. Hands are pointing off the mat. You're sitting up nice and tall. You're rolling those shoulders back. And then when you're ready, you're going to take that left foot and you're going to bring it across that right thigh. Okay, so now this is your starting position, this figure 4. I like to just make sure that both knees are in line here. When you're ready for lift off. So you're inhaling, coming up onto that foot, bum is coming forward, and then exhaling all the way back and straightening that leg. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. We've 2 more to go. Breathe in and breathing out. Last one. Breathing in and breathing out. Well done. I'll come back to center. So it's just a nice little stretch. Build some nice toning muscles in the arms as well. So just to stretch out the hips a little bit, you can take the feet out to the corners of your mat or just in front of you, and you can just do the window wipers for a moment. So you're inhaling and then exhaling. So inhale to the right or the left, the knees come down towards the ground, the feet are wider than hip distance apart, and you're just moving gently from side to side. So you're keeping the bum on the ground and the knees are just going like window wipers. We're going left to right or right to left. Breathing in and breathing out. We're going to do 2 more. And breathing out. Now, this time when we come all the ways to the right, you're going to sit up nice and tall. and you're going to twist and look to the left. So your left hand can come behind you, your right hand can just rest on the knee, and you're here for 2 breaths, sitting up nice and tall. And then you're simply going to twist in the opposite direction, so that left hand goes up onto that knee, and you're looking over that right shoulder for 2 breaths. So it's a lovely little twist. You can feel it maybe in the belly area a lot. So we're going to go on to the other side now. So on the other side, you're twisting. I like to put my hand onto my knee. You're looking over the right shoulder for 2 breaths. It looks a little bit awkward or odd, but you can really, you'll feel it down here in the glute. And then when you're ready, you're going to twist in the opposite direction. Left hand comes back. This one is a little bit easier. And you're here for 2 breaths. And you're going to come back to center. We're going to sit up into our lotus. As I said, we're going to get our dumbbells. So we're taking the dumbbells out to the side so the palms are facing up. We're inhaling up into our mountain, turning the dumbbells and exhaling back down. Inhaling up. So you can do this with or without the dumbbells. Or as I said, you can get 2 bottles of water. Those little small bottles of water, and be a lovely workout. You'd be surprised how those bottles of water or the 1 kg dumbbells can feel a lot more than that when you're working with them. We've got 3 more to go. And breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And this time we're going to plump them up here onto the shoulders, breathing in, and then, so the dumbbell heads, they're going forwards and backwards so that you have them in line here, and then you're going to drop them down your back. So it's like coming into reversed prayer. Inhaling up to the sky, exhale, you're bringing them down behind your head, down towards the middle of your back. So the elbows are really pointing up towards the ceiling. But then we go inhale up into our mount, so the dumbbell heads are together, and exhale back down towards the center of the back. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathe in and breathing out. 2 more. We're going to drop that 1 dumbbell down. We're going to take the 1 dumbbell into our right hand. So now the elbows are going to come up in line with the shoulders. The palms are facing forward. We're going to reach overhead and pass. So inhaling up, take hold of that left head of the dumbbell, and you're coming back down into your cactus. Inhaling up, swap, exhale back down. Breathing in, breathing out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Two more. Last one. Inhale, back up into mountain, and you're bringing that dumbbell back down towards the earth. You're going to roll over now onto your hands and your knees. So again, I'm just going to go onto the side here. So we're coming into our table. So this is our table pose. So shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, and knees, if you have a little look down, are hip distance apart. You're going to take your left hand up towards the sky on your inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to thread the needle. So that left hand comes through. You're going to come onto your left ear. And this is our thread the needle pose. So you're reaching through those bottom fingers, those left fingers. You're reaching through. So the ear is on the ground, the left shoulder is on the ground. This is your inhale. The exhale, you push yourself up. You stretch your left hand forward. and you bring your forehead down in line with your right hand. So it's half puppy pose. So inhaling, you're going to thread the needle. Exhaling, half puppy pose. Inhale, threading the needle. Exhaling, half puppy. Let's do 2 more. So this is really good for our shoulders and our upper back. It's a real beautiful stretch. Come back to center now. And we're going to go on the opposite direction. So we're going to sweep that right hand up to begin with, up towards the ceiling. And we're going to exhale. You're going to thread the needle. So right ear comes down, right shoulder comes down. This is going to be our inhale as you stretch through those fingers. You come back up, take the right hand forward as much as you can and drop your forehead down in line with your left hand. Inhaling, thread the needle. Exhaling, half puppy pose. Inhaling, threading the needle. Exhaling, half puppy. 2 more. Last one. Can you come back to center? We'll come back onto our seat. Says me with my hair all over the place. So let's find now that comfortable seat. Make yourself nice and cozy now for our, well, you know what? It's more of a philosophy story today than a meditation. And we'll have a lovely Christmas long meditation next week. But so this is a lovely few words of philosophy. So you can just simply close your eyes and just listen to my story. So all my philosophy stories are true and they hold meaning to me. So last year I brought myself to a lovely abbey for a Christmas retreat. It was just an evening retreat. It was in a lovely place in County Limerick. So the evening was very simple. It was an hour of reflection, carol singing, followed by a lovely reflective walk in the Abbey Woods. We were led by a very wise monk on the night, and he was the lovely man that created the retreat. But so it was really beautiful. It was a winter's evening and we listened to the beautiful carol singing and we did some lovely reflection, and then we went for a walk through the woods, and it was such a special evening to see the monk ahead of us. There was only 8 of us. The monk ahead of us with a lantern in the dark. So and all you could hear on the night was that beautiful sound of the wind going through the trees and the lovely sound of the river as well, and the rustling of the leaves as we walked along. But I loved the story that I heard on the night, and it was a story that has stayed with me for a lot of months. And so it was really, so the monk said, he said, you must become the observer of your thoughts and your reactions. And he said, whatever you do for the next year, just invest in yourself. So here is the little story. You see, life will throw challenges at you. Sometimes it feels as though the world has heaped a pile of shite at your feet. And all you want to do is shout, complain, and tell everybody. It's natural for us to look outside of ourselves for solutions from other people. But here's the truth that I took home on that night. Not everybody who heaps, it's not a bad word, shite, but I'm just going to say it, so don't take it up as being rude. Not everyone who heaps shite on you is your enemy. Not everyone who pulls you out of shite is your friend. And above all else, when you find yourself in a heap of shite, keep your mouth shut. Why? Because when we start broadcasting our struggles, the world responds with 1,000 opinions, 1,000 voices pulling us in all different directions. And they're always pulling us in every direction but inward. And sometimes in doing so, we forget the power that those monks have, that power of solitude, the strength in silence, and the value of giving ourselves time to observe ourselves. So I am sure that most monks know the value of silence. And I realized that no trouble truly troubles us unless we allow it to. So the most vital work we can do when we feel that the shit hits the fan is to invest in ourselves, our energy, our time, and our spirit. So when stuff happens and when the shite hits the fan, let's be honest, it will in the next few months, but don't panic, don't run. Simply turn on the fan. Sit back and observe as all the mess goes in every direction. You'll find that if you can stay still long enough, most of the mess sorts itself out and you're left with a whole lot of peace and a much better story to tell. So I hope you will always find the light, and I hope that you saw the humour in the story too, that you will find laughter, and most importantly that you'll have a good fan that you'll be able to turn on when you need it the most. So it's just something to think about coming up to Christmas week, that sometimes we get that little bit overwhelmed by other people and the busyness of it all. So when that hits, maybe don't panic, maybe step back, find some solitude and be the observer of what's going on, and then turn on that fan and just let it all go. Let it go in whatever direction it needs to go. And remind yourself that you're not going to be cruel to yourself, that you're not going to cause that tension and stress to you. Be the observer and say, I'm not going to do that to myself. So it's just something to think about this week. So we bring our hands into prayer with the heart center, bring our thumbs to our third eye. May we have peace in our thoughts this week. To our mouth, may we have peace in our word this week. And to our hearts, may we have peace and love in our hearts this week. We will bow to our own hearts. Namaste. And I say namaste to everybody watching, to each other. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.